welcome to Some Good News, Episode 2 of the Reformed Temple of Rockland. I'm Susan Kamenez, and this is Some Good News. I know what you're thinking. Susan, what good news do you possibly have to share after this week? This week, we got the devastating blow that URJ camps across the nation will not be open. And to kick us while we're down, we learned, in the words of Alice Cooper, school's out for summer. Yes, that's right, we learned that school will not be returning to session until hopefully the fall. Many parents, the staff included, have been struggling with, no, not homeschooling, crisis schooling during this trying time. But I'm sure now's the perfect time to check in with our staff and clergy to see how they're handling things. Let's check in with Cantor Neff first. Cantor Neff, how are you doing?
How am I doing with all this? I'm fine. Fine. Everything's totally awesome. I'm great. I'm fine.
Okay, let's check in with Brad. Brad is our Director of Congregational Learning. Brad, how are you doing?
Help me. I'm trapped in a house with 3 screaming children. Shh, I think if you hear me, I gotta go. I gotta hide. Bye.
Well, that segment went horribly wrong. Let's now check in with the weather. And for the weather, we turn to Rabbi. Rabbi?
Not bad.
Thank you for that weather update, Rabbi. Now let's get to some real good news. On 2 separate occasions, RTR has delivered meals to Montefiore Nyack Hospital with the help of our First Responders Fund. The meals fed 2 departments of first responders, and we will continue to collect donations to help feed them in the future as well. We used local restaurant Turriello's to supply the meals. Nothing like supporting local business and our first responders. Speaking of first responders, it was my honor to talk to Warren Holtzman today. He is the son of Ellen Holtzman, who is one of our vice presidents on our board. He is also our on-site EMT during our high holiday services. Warren is the captain of New City Ambulance Corps. He's an EMT, has a master's in EMS management, and is a dispatcher for Rockland Mobile Care, which is a transport service for the whole county.
So first, I just want to thank you so much for taking time out of your, I'm sure, very busy day to talk to me.
It is a nice relief.
Well, I'm very glad. And I just want to thank you so much for, I'm sure, everything that you're doing for our community and with you and your team, I'm sure. And I was just hoping, Warren, that maybe you could shed a little light on how you're doing. And is there anything positive out of all of this?
Actually, something very positive that evolved. We were shorthanded due to people being out from the COVID-19 illnesses. We put out a call to the students from the SUNY schools. We got enough people to come down that we were able to augment not just New City, but also Haverstraw Ambulance and Stony Point Ambulance. Stony Point Ambulance had an apartment in their building that they were able to provide crash space for these people, as well as some bunk rooms. And thanks to RTR for a nice sizable donation, we were able to give funds to these people for a meal plan.
That's wonderful. That's great news. I'm glad you've been able to find the help that you've needed through this.
Yep, and very amazing. It was very helpful.
I'm so glad to hear that. I was also hoping that perhaps you could give us some pointers, any advice that you would give.
Always wash the hands.
Yeah.
Hand sanitizer, even if you just have alcohol. Rubbing alcohol works just as well. Do not drive with a mask on.
Why would you say that? Can you explain?
Very much so. We've seen a couple of car accidents where people have been wearing masks and have crashed because they blacked out.
Wow.
Yeah. The driver should be able to breathe normally. I do want to add for our at-risk members, and not
Yes.
just our seniors, but our at-risk members. Do not be afraid to ask for help.
Mm.
We do have people in the temple, we do have people in the community that are willing to go out and do the shopping for you, going out and doing errands for you. Don't put yourself at risk by going out. Wait until your doctor tells you to go out.
I know I can't seem to say it enough, but thank you, Warren. We really, really appreciate everything you do, everything your team is doing, and all of the first responders. Thank you so much for your really sound advice, especially letting our congregants know that we're here for them and that we can help them.
Yep.
And thank you.
Big thank you to Warren Holtzman. He also wanted to let us know that it's not just about your physical health, it's about your mental health, and to know that our clergy is here for you should you need them. Warren also wanted to let you know that ambulance corps locally are always accepting donations. Thank you. If you thought that was the end of some good news, think again. Mazel tov to Jeff and Helene Pfeffer, who purchased a new home recently. What a beautiful home. I hope you have plenty of time to unpack. Russell and Lisa J have been up to some Shabbat shenanigans on YouTube. Every week they put out a new Shabbat video. They've been having lots of fun. Go check them out. That's all there is for good news this week. Be sure to send on any good news. We'll take it all to Susan@rtrny.org. And yes, I'm still wearing pants. Bye.